I watched my kingdom burn while betrayal unfolded before my eyes. The queens I swore to protect were paraded through Rome in chains, their dignity ripped away. Valeria, the ally I trusted most, had sold us to our enemies, and Lucius, the cold Roman commander, watched with cruel satisfaction. Every step I took in those chains fueled a single promise. I would survive, reclaim honor, and make those who betrayed us pay. In a world of humiliation and deceit, vengeance is the only path to justice, and I will walk it. Marcus, the gates. They're breaking through, a soldier shouted, panic in his voice. I gripped my sword, my hands slick with sweat. Hold them. Do not let them. My words caught in my throat as fire licked the palace walls. Smoke filled the sky. I could hear screams, friends, citizens, my people. My heart hammered. Where is Valeria? She promised the reinforcements. I demanded, spinning toward my trusted ally. She's gone, another officer yelled. We were betrayed. Betrayed. The word burned in my chest. My stomach sank. I had trusted her. I had believed in her loyalty. My mind raced as I watched Roman soldiers climb the walls with ease. Marcus, your majesty, someone hissed. I turned and saw Selina, my queen, standing tall despite the chaos. We must retreat. I ran to her side, gripping her hand. Selina. I failed. I should have stopped this. I promised. You survived, she interrupted, her voice steady. That matters. We'll survive. I swallowed hard. They'll take you. They'll parade you through Rome. Her eyes met mine, fiery, unbroken. Let them try. I will not bow to shame. The Romans burst into the courtyard, shouting orders. Lucius stepped forward, his armor gleaming in the firelight. Cold eyes scanned us, assessing. Take them, he said. Chains for the queen and the general. Make an example. I felt iron clasp my wrists. No. I shouted, struggling. I am Marcus. I swore to defend this kingdom. Swore? Lucius smirked. Promises mean nothing now. Selina's hand was seized by two soldiers. Her head held high, she whispered, Stay with me. We endure this, together. I clenched my jaw. Endure? We will rise again. Mark my words. Valeria appeared at the edge of the courtyard, smiling faintly. Marcus, surely you didn't expect me to fight alongside you? I froze, rage twisting inside me. You sold us. You doomed us. I did what I had to, she said smoothly, avoiding my gaze. I wanted to strike her down, but guards shoved me forward. We'll meet again, I growled. My chains rattled with each step. The crowd jeered as we were led out. I glanced at Selina. She kept her head high, dignity intact. Her gaze held a fire I could not extinguish. Marcus, she murmured quietly, remember why we fight. Survive, and reclaim what's ours. I nodded, swallowing the lump in my throat. I will. Every last one who betrayed us will pay. The palace burned behind me. My kingdom was gone, but my resolve hardened. I would survive, I would reclaim honor, and I would punish the betrayers. Even in chains, I was still Marcus. The streets of Rome were a blur of faces, jeers, and shouting. My wrists ached where the iron bit into my skin, and every step reminded me of my failure. Look at them, a child yelled, pointing at the captured queens. Slaves. Pathetic slaves. I gritted my teeth. I am no slave, I muttered under my breath. But my voice sounded hollow even to me. Selina walked beside me, chained as tightly as I was. Her head was high, her posture regal. I couldn't stop glancing at her. Marcus, she said quietly, we must stay calm. Eyes forward. I can't stay calm. I snapped. Look at them, look at what they've done. Valeria is smiling. She betrayed us. I know, Selina interrupted, her voice soft but firm. Rage will not help us now. Strategy will. I wanted to shout, to curse the world, to rip her from the guard's grasp. Instead, I whispered, strategy? How can I plan when I'm humiliated before all of Rome? Selina's eyes softened for just a moment. Humiliation is temporary. We survive this, Marcus. Then we act. I clenched my fists, iron rattling. I should have stopped her. I should have. You could not see the truth then, she said. But you see it now. That is what matters. A Roman soldier sneered, jabbing his spear near my shoulder. Keep moving, General. Do you weep for your queen? I growled, swallowing my fear. I do not weep. I plan. Every insult, every chain, I remember it. Selina whispered, I can see it in your eyes. You'll make them regret it. But we must be patient. I swallowed hard, anger coiling inside me. Patient? How can I be patient when Valeria is there watching us? She betrayed everything. She made her choice, Selina said. We will make ours. The crowd parted as Lucius strode ahead, cold and calculating. Do they comprehend their new place? He asked a subordinate. They do, Commander, the man said, smirking. They know shame now. I spat on the ground. Shame? They will all see what I can do. A voice at my side startled me. Marcus. Julia, Selina's handmaid, whispered from behind her chains. The Queen trusts you. I trust you. Don't let the shame break you. I wanted to shake her, to tell her that nothing could break me, that nothing could ever undo what I had lost. Instead, I nodded stiffly. Thank you, Julia. I will survive. I promise. Selina looked at me, her eyes piercing. Every chain, every step, every insult, we endure it together. And one day, Marcus, one day they will pay. I swallowed hard, my jaw tight. I swear it, Selina. Valeria, Lucius, every last one. Enough talk, a guard barked, shoving me forward. Keep walking. I obeyed, but inside, my mind was alive with plans, anger, and determination. Each step I took in these chains was a promise. Every jeer, every mocking laugh only strengthened me. I would not break. I would survive. I would reclaim what was lost. And I would make the betrayers regret every choice they made. I couldn't stop thinking about Valeria. Every glance, every whispered movement, told me she had been the architect of our ruin. She meets with them every night, Gaius whispered as we huddled in the corner of the Roman barracks. I've seen her speaking to the officers in secret. I slammed my fist against the wall, the chains rattling. She sold us. She destroyed everything. Why did I ever trust her? Patience, Selina said softly, sitting beside me. Anger will blind you. We need a plan. I don't want patience. I want to rip her apart. I hissed. Selina's hand touched my arm. And I want justice. But the right moment matters more than impulse. I swallowed hard, struggling to breathe evenly. I can't stand seeing her smug face. Every time I look, I see the betrayal etched in her eyes. She chose her path, Selina reminded me. We choose ours. Observe. Learn. Strike when we can. Cornelia, the servant assigned to watch us, stepped closer. Marcus, I can help. I know where she goes, who she talks to. But you must control yourself. You'll ruin everything if you rush. I glared at her, my voice tight. And why should I trust you? Her gaze didn't waver. Because I want Rome to fall as much as you do. I exhaled sharply. Fine. But if you betray me, it will be the last mistake you ever make. She smirked faintly. Understood. That night, while the barracks slept, I crept along the shadows, listening. Voices carried in the dark corridor. Valeria's laugh, soft and calculating. They trust you blindly. Soon, everything will crumble for them. My teeth clenched. You monster, I whispered. She's human, Selina said beside me, her voice quiet but steady. Flawed, selfish. But she's not invincible. I swallowed my rage and leaned closer. She's too dangerous. I can't let her continue. Gaius grunted from the shadows. We'll corner her soon. We need evidence, not just anger. Lucius is watching, and any misstep and will be executed. I nodded, the chains rattling as I shifted. Evidence, yes. I need proof that she orchestrated our ruin. Then she pays. Selina looked at me, eyes burning. Do not let hatred blind you. Strategy, Marcus. The moment you act without a plan, it will all be lost. I clenched my jaw. I will not fail again. Not like this. I swore to protect you, Selina, and I will. Valeria's treachery ends, and I will be the one to make it so. From a distance, I saw her shadow move through the corridors, confident, unaware I was watching. My blood boiled, but my mind sharpened. She believes she controls everything, I muttered. But I will control the outcome. Every lie, every betrayal, it ends with her. Selina squeezed my hand. And we endure, Marcus. Together. Watch, wait, and act when the time is right. I nodded, staring at her figure retreating into darkness. Yes, together. I will make them all pay, but Valeria first. We can't stay here forever, I whispered to Selina as we huddled near the barracks wall. We need a way out. Selina's eyes flickered in the torchlight. I've noticed gaps in the guard rotations. Small windows, barely enough to slip through, but enough. I shook my head. Small windows won't matter if Lucius suspects anything. He watches everything. Then we must be smarter than he thinks, she said, voice steady. We survive tonight, Marcus. Then we plan. Cornelia appeared, eyes darting nervously. There's a secret path through the eastern wall. I've seen the guards ignore it at night. I can show you, but you'll need to act quickly. I glanced at her. And why should I trust you? You've been close to the Romans longer than us. Her jaw tightened. Because I want Rome to fall. I will not betray you. Selina leaned closer to me. We have no choice but to trust her. I trust her. I swallowed hard. Fine. But if she betrays us, my teeth clenched. It ends tonight. The hour arrived. Shadows stretched across the courtyard as we moved silently. Chains clinked softly, each sound a drumbeat of tension. Stay close, Selina murmured, gripping my arm. Every step counts. I nodded, scanning the darkness. I can't believe we're doing this, sneaking past Roman chains. Cornelia pointed ahead. There, the wall. You can slip through there. Guards will turn at the last moment. I exhaled sharply. All right. On my mark, go. Selina and I moved, slipping through the gap while Cornelia distracted the guards. My heart pounded like war drums. One misstep and everything would collapse. From the shadows I whispered, Selina, keep close. No sudden moves. She glanced at me, a hint of a smile. I've been closer to death than this. We survive. I gritted my teeth. Survive. And then, I didn't finish. Thoughts of Valeria and Lucius burned in my mind. Revenge, justice, survival, all mixed into one fire. We slipped past the last guard, breathing hard, hearts racing. We made it, Selina said softly. Relief washed over her face, but her eyes stayed sharp, alert. Not yet, I muttered. We're free for now, but the real battle begins tomorrow. We need allies. We need a plan. Gaius emerged from the shadows, nodding. The other soldiers, they'll follow us. They're tired of Rome's chains. They need someone to lead them. I clenched my fist. Then I will lead them. But first, my gaze swept over Selina. First, we make the betrayer pay. Selina's hand brushed mine. Patience. The moment will come, Marcus. We strike when they least expect it. I exhaled slowly, feeling a spark of hope for the first time since the fall. Yes, the moment will come. And when it does, they won't know what hit them. Cornelia whispered, Lucius believes he controls everything. He won't see you coming. I smiled faintly. Good. Let him underestimate me. Let him think he's won. Then we burn it all down from within. Selina's eyes gleamed. We endure together, Marcus. Every step, every risk, every breath, we face it together. I gritted my teeth, feeling the weight of chains behind us and freedom just ahead. Together, I echoed. And Valeria, she will pay first. The night wrapped around us, dark and silent, but inside me a fire burned brighter than any chain or jeer. The first spark of rebellion had ignited. I watched the camp from the shadows, my jaw tight. Valeria moved among the Roman officers, laughing lightly, unaware I was watching. Rage burned in me. She's too confident, Gaius muttered beside me. She believes nothing can touch her. Then she's about to be very wrong, I said, teeth clenched. My hands itched to act, but patience was necessary. Every step needed precision. Selina whispered, Marcus, remember? Strategy first. Anger second. I nodded, swallowing my impatience. I remember. But seeing her, I can't hide this fire. Cornelia leaned closer. We have a chance tonight. The guards are shifting, the officers distracted. We can isolate her, expose her schemes. The rest will follow. I let out a low growl. Expose her? I don't just want exposure. I want her to feel the weight of every betrayal. Selina's hand brushed mine. Patience. Let karma do part of the work. You act at the perfect moment, and it will all fall naturally. I swallowed hard. Fine. But I am ready. Every trick, every plan she made against us, she'll pay for it. The night was thick with tension. We slipped through corridors and shadows, avoiding patrols, our chains clinking softly. Each sound reminded me of our chains in Rome, of every insult, every humiliation. She thinks she's safe, I whispered to Selina. She laughs, oblivious. Oblivious people make the best targets, she replied. We approached the officers' hall. Valeria leaned over a table, plotting, talking freely. Her voice was smooth. Once they are contained, nothing will stop Rome from crushing them completely. I gritted my teeth. The fools. They trust her words blindly. Selina's voice was low but steady. That's why we're here. To tip the scales. Gaius motioned to me. Now, Marcus. I stepped forward, chains clinking. Valeria. She spun around, shock flashing across her face. Marcus? How? You betrayed everything, I said, voice cold. You sold your friends, your queen, and our kingdom. Do you have any idea what you've done? Her lips trembled. I had to survive. I had no choice. I laughed bitterly. No choice? You chose greed. You chose treachery. And now you will face the consequences. Marcus, wait. Don't. Selina cut her off with a sharp glare. You've underestimated me for the last time, I said. Every plan you laid, every lie. I've watched, I've learned. And now it ends. Cornelia stepped forward, holding documents Valeria had hidden, proving every deceit. Valeria's eyes widened. No, this can't. I shook my head. It can. It will. The officers will see who you really are. The allies you counted on? Gone. Selina's hand gripped mine. This is justice, Marcus. Not vengeance. I exhaled sharply. Justice or vengeance, it doesn't matter. She will pay. Valeria sank to her knees, panic overtaking pride. Please? I didn't mean. It's too late, I said quietly, feeling a cold satisfaction. Too late for apologies. Too late for excuses. The officers stared, whispers spreading. Her power crumbled before my eyes. Lucius would have to respect me now or risk losing everything he thought he controlled. Selina squeezed my hand. You've done what needed to be done. Now the rest of Rome can see the truth. I looked down at Valeria, seeing her fear, and finally let myself breathe. The first spark of rebellion has begun. And she is the first to feel it. The time has come, I whispered to Selina as we watched the Roman camp from the ridge. We strike now or we wait forever. Selina's eyes glinted in the firelight. Strike, Marcus. But remember, precision matters. Too much chaos and we risk everything. I gritted my teeth. I've waited too long to hesitate. Lucius will regret underestimating me. Gaius leaned closer, checking our small band of rebels. The soldiers are ready. They'll follow your lead, Marcus. Just give the order. I swallowed hard, mind racing. Good. We move at nightfall. Silence first, then fire. Everyone has a role. No mistakes. Cornelia adjusted the positioning of the scouts. The eastern flank is weak. If we cut off their retreat, Lucius will have nowhere to run. I nodded. And I'll be there face to face with him. He will see the cost of underestimating a broken kingdom. Selina placed a hand on my arm. We fight together, Marcus. Remember that. The people, the allies, they follow your strength, but your courage comes from standing with me. I swallowed. I won't fail. Not this time. The night descended. Shadows swallowed the camp. I crept through the perimeter, chains gone now, replaced by armor borrowed from fallen soldiers. Every step was measured, silent. From a lookout, Cornelia whispered, "The guards are distracted." Now. I signaled Gaius. Move. Take the flank and cut them off. Selina and I advanced together. Marcus, stay close. Watch the officers. I glanced at her. Always. You've been my guide through darkness. Tonight we finish this. Lucius appeared, sword drawn. Marcus, you dare. I smiled faintly, anger simmering beneath control. Dare? I survive, Lucius. I endure. And now I reclaim what is ours. He lunged and I blocked, parrying with all my strength. This ends tonight. Selina moved with precision, striking guards who tried to flank us. Marcus, the officers, now. I roared, rushing toward Valeria and Lucius. Valeria froze, realizing her schemes had failed. Marcus, wait. Too late, I growled. Too late for lies. Too late for treachery. You'll see Rome's chains aren't eternal. Lucius staggered as Gaius and our soldiers closed in, cutting off his escape. How, he gasped. I laughed bitterly. The underestimated always pay the highest price. Valeria's face paled. No, this cannot be. Selina stepped beside me. It can. It is. Justice is here, Marcus. Not just for us but for everyone betrayed. I looked at my allies, at Selina, at the chaos we had wrought. We endure. We fight. And we rise. Lucius and Valeria were surrounded, powerless. I clenched my fist. Let this be the lesson. Betrayal and arrogance always have a cost. Selina squeezed my hand. Our kingdom is coming back, Marcus. Piece by piece, we reclaim what was stolen. I nodded, chest tight with exhaustion and triumph. And we'll make sure those who thought us weak never forget the fire we carry. The first light of dawn crept over the battlefield. Rome's hold wavered. Chains of fear had been broken, and in their place, A new force was rising. I exhaled slowly. Today the tide has turned. But tomorrow we take it all back. The battlefield was quiet now, smoke rising from the fires we had left behind. I lowered my sword, exhaustion heavy in my bones. Selina approached, her armor scuffed but her head held high. "We did it," she said softly. I shook my head. "We survived. That's just the start. There's still so much to rebuild, so much to make right." She smiled faintly. "One step at a time, Marcus. Today we reclaim our kingdom. Tomorrow we reclaim our lives." I exhaled, staring at the horizon. I never thought we'd see freedom again. I thought the chains would last forever. Selina's hand brushed mine. "Chains are nothing compared to the strength we carry inside. You learned that, Marcus. So did I." I swallowed hard. "And Valeria? She'll face the consequences of her betrayal. Justice has its own way of arriving," Selina said firmly. I nodded. "Good. I can't forgive what she did, but I've learned patience has its own power." Gaius came up behind us. "The soldiers are rallying. They'll follow your lead now, Marcus. They respect your courage even in chains." I let out a low chuckle. "Even in chains, huh? Funny how much weight iron can carry, but nothing compared to a man's resolve." Cornelia appeared from the shadows, nodding toward the fallen Roman banners. "Rome underestimates you. Always did. Now they'll see who truly holds the power." I looked at her. "And we'll make sure they remember it. Every betrayal, every insult, every step in chains, they'll understand what it costs to destroy a kingdom." Selina's voice was calm, steady. "And now, Marcus, we can breathe. For a moment we can simply be free." I exhaled, closing my eyes. "It's strange, isn't it? After all the pain, all the loss, the silence feels heavier than the noise." Selina nodded. "It's the weight of survival. We earned it." I glanced back toward the city. "And the people, we must rebuild. Make sure our kingdom thrives again. No one should ever feel this despair again." She squeezed my hand. "We'll do it. Together." I looked at her, my queen, my ally, my reason to endure. "Together," I echoed, a promise to myself as much as to her. Valeria's absence was a bitter reminder, but I didn't feel relief, only resolve. "Let this be a lesson," I muttered. "Chains break, but souls endure. And those who betray, they will find the consequences waiting." Selina smiled faintly. "You've grown, Marcus. Not just as a soldier but as a man. You've faced the worst and still hold yourself with honor." I exhaled slowly, feeling the weight of everything lift just a fraction. Honor, survival, revenge, and justice. All tied together, finally balanced. Gaius clapped a hand on my shoulder. "We'll follow you anywhere, Marcus. The kingdom is ours again." I looked around at the faces of my allies, at the ruins and fires, at Selina standing strong beside me. Yes, the kingdom is ours. And the chains are gone. But the lesson stays with us. I turned my gaze to the rising sun. "We endure. We rebuild. We rise." Selina whispered almost to herself, "Chains broken, souls freed." I repeated it aloud, feeling it in every bone. Chains broken, souls freed. And for the first time in what felt like an eternity, I believed it.